Hi, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from ESPN Brazil. At the 8:30-minute mark in the fourth quarter, you guys were up 2. 5 minutes later, you were like up 15. You guys had 4 steals in a row. Everything was clicking. The crowd was amazing. How does it feel to experience these moments in the biggest stage of your career?
Feels good. We got to try to stay there for as long as we can. Obviously, it's a lot easier said than done playing against a really good basketball team, but we got to try to stay in that space, in that momentum on both ends of the floor for longer periods of time if we want to kind of hoist this thing.
Nick in the middle.
Shai, what'd you make of the offensive flow that you guys had tonight? Assists on more than half your baskets and 120 points.
Yeah, it was for sure better. Ball moved a little bit more. We were more aggressive. We were in the paint, making decisions. Yeah, we were good.
Barry in the middle.
Barry Trammell, Tulsa World. 2 straight games, Dubs come up huge. How much is your job easier when he's playing like this? And for all I know, he's going to keep playing like this the rest of his career. How much does that make things easier on you?
A lot easier. Not only for myself, but for the rest of the guys. He can shoulder a load. I've said this before. He does so many things for us as a basketball team on both ends of the floor when he's the best version of himself. But yeah, like you said, he was great tonight. Makes the world of a difference when he's that good for sure.
Tim, second row.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. What stood out to you most about Dub's performance tonight?
Yeah, he was like really gutsy tonight. He stepped into big plays. I feel like every time we needed a shot, he made it. He wasn't afraid. He was fearless tonight. And, whether they went in or didn't, and obviously tonight they went in more than they didn't, but he stepped into the plays with confidence for sure.
Dan over here. Left.
Daniel Bell, BSO. Yeah, the crowd was really good tonight, and at times when there were lulls, and they just got loud, it seemed like that pushed you guys. I don't know if that's a correlation, but do you feel like when those lulls in the games happen and the crowd just randomly just starts getting loud, do you feel like that pushes you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. They are like a wind in our back. They when we're not playing well, they help us. When we're playing well, they keep us going. They've been great all year, and tonight was no different. We expect that from them. Yeah, they were great.
Vince on the right.
Shai, Vince Goodwill, Yahoo Sports. You know what it's like to be a young player to ascend kind of quickly and kind of almost out of nowhere. What is it like to see your teammate kind of go on the same path? Is this something that you saw early in the season, last year, even him as a rookie?
Yeah, absolutely. From the first, honestly, from when I saw him play at Summer League, I knew, he could be really good in this league. He can do so many things on the basketball court, and then he has, really good feel and really good work ethic. And when you have those two things, you're going to figure it out. You're going to get better, and you're going to just continue to mold your game the more you work and figure out your spots and figure out where you're supposed to be, where you're not supposed to be. And we're seeing that blossom right before our eyes.
Michael on the right.
Shai, Michael Grange, Sportsnet Toronto. You look at some of the plays you made down the stretch defensively, individually. Was that a focus of yours to kind of get a little bit more disruptive, or did you feel a little fresher maybe with having a little bit lighter minutes in the first half?
I'm not too sure. I was just out there trying to affect winning, trying to make a basketball play, trying to help the team win if I was in position, trying to be in position for the next rotation, next play defensively. Whatever comes with that, comes with that.
Shai, you're the fourth player. I'm here.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. You're the fourth player with 15 or more games in playoffs that you score 30 or more points. The other ones are Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Hakeem Olajuwon. How does it feel for you? I know you're breaking records, but how does this one feel?
It's cool, I guess. It's just like the rest of the other ones. So it's a stat, but it's narrowed into 3 different specific details. It's cool, I guess, but focus on one thing, and that's winning one more game.
Joel on the front.
Joel Lorenzi with the Oklahoma. Shai, Mark was just in here talking about some of the stretches Dub had during the year to play with this level of force. He called it ugly stretches, ugly plays. What do you remember about those stretches and what they kind of did for him to be able to play with this level of force in the finals?
I honestly have no clue what coach is talking about. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, he uses the season to get better, just like the rest of us. He played big tonight, and the way he attacks every game, all 82 of them, it's just like chinks in his armor, and he's ready for battle tonight.
Fifth row on the right.
Yes, Dean Blevins, News 9. Shai, you know, you may go on and win a World Championship and look back at that stretch where you had a big lead, then it was shriveled, and you guys found a way to come back and overcome it and go on and win. What was the key to that happening? It may end up being a very, very key part of that game.
We were very disruptive defensively. Kind of had them on their heels, was pressuring, and because of that, had felt 3 or 4 steals in a row. And then we were able to get out and run, get easy baskets. But yeah, it always starts defensively for us.
Back left.
Logan Murdoch with the Ringer. Shai, it felt like you brought a calming influence to this game, specifically in the fourth quarter. I think you got a couple steals and you got a couple hockey assists. When you guys are up in the way that you guys are up and they start to come back, what do you try to bring to a game to not only protect the lead but close it out and get a win?
Every play is important. Every play matters a little bit more, obviously later in the game. But you just try to go out there and make the right basketball play, play off your instincts. And on both ends of the floor, you just try to do what's best in that moment, that possession, and try to stay in the moment as much as possible, not worry about what's happening, what the swings are, just try to win that possession.
Right here in the front.
Michael Martin, Let's Talk Thunder. Shai, a big topic of discussion throughout this season was you going back and you talked about feeling like you could get your teammates more prepared for the playoffs. What's it been sort of like seeing Dub on a stage like this as a guy who you've really empowered throughout the years?
It's good. He's getting better, and I'm not surprised by his performance tonight. Like, the kid works super hard. He has the right intentions. He deserves this moment. Now, with that being said, we have one more game to win, and I know he's not satisfied by this performance, but yeah, he works hard, and he played well tonight because of that. It's no fluke.
Last two on the right side.
Valencia King, Real Talk Sports. Shai, I've talked to Caruso about how he's grown into his veteran voice, being a leader on this team. How vital has his voice been, not just heading back into Indiana, but throughout this whole playoff process?
Yeah, he's the only one on the team with a ring. He knows what it takes. He's been there before. He's won 16 games in a playoff run, so he knows what it takes. And when he speaks, everyone listens. And also, what he brings to the game, you have no choice but to listen. Like, a guy like that leads by example, not only leading with his voice, and does everything to make the team better, selfishly and selflessly. You have no choice but to listen to a guy like that when he speaks.
Shai, Kemal Bozkurt, Haber from Turkey. Congratulations for win tonight. Do you have any message for your millions Turkish fans? They watch very early every finals game.
Thanks for the support. We love you guys.